Okay, so we should be live. It'll pop up as live. Just check. Okay, I'm going to give you the cue and we're just going to go ahead and start. Well, everybody, thank you very much for your patience. Hopefully we're ready to go. You're on. Okay. Well, that's not going to work anyway. Let's go on camera. So, good morning, everyone. Let's switch. We'll pull the banner and then switch to the other camera. Yeah, there we go. So, good morning, everyone. And this mic is not turned on. So, when you attend the seminary in Kyoto, they teach you how to make stuff up as you go along, and that's what we're doing today. So good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to our service, which is starting 30 minutes late, because this morning I was the guest speaker for the Unitarian Universalist Church of Cambria. I was invited to speak during the summer, and so I figured, hey, 3-hour time difference. We're not on daylight savings time anymore, so it's actually a 2-hour time difference, and the service just ended a little while ago, and we didn't have a chance to reset. We are going to be doing a slightly different format today. So I'm going to begin with the pre-recorded version of the children's Dharma story time. I didn't have enough hands to do the show all at the same time, so hopefully it'll work. So be patient, we'll be right back. Okay, pull the banner. Insert on that nose, and then we go to media 1.
Live from Makawao, it's Children's Dharma Story Time, starring...
Okay, let's turn it on. This is...
Live from Makawao, it's Children's Dharma Story Time, starring Barkley the dog, Lucy the dog, Lucy the dog, Lucy the dog, Lucy the dog. guests, Green Snoopy and Kermit the Gaucho Frog. Yee-haw! Good morning, aloha, kakahiaka, ohio gozaimasu. It's me, Parkley the dog. How y'all doing this fine Sunday morning? I hope you're well and feeling fine. Mahalo for joining us here in historic Makawao town on the beautiful island of Maui in the great state of Hawaii. Well, good morning, everyone. Aloha kako. Aloha for everyone. I'm so happy to see all of you this morning. Barkley, let's put on our magic glasses from Super Cool Maui Optics and see who's with us here this morning. Well, that's a great idea, Lucy. Let's see. I can see little Noah and Meliana and Kava and Lena and Emmy and Micah and Cora and Nolan and Maddie and Jai and Ass and Cruz and Tad and Stella and Melody and Cadence and Wesley, Lindsay, Sierra, Kenneth, Vantori and Benji and Kalena and Tyrus. And look, I can see sensei buddies around the world. It's Tadashi and Matsurika and let's see, and Kent. And Ken Sensei, and Sunita Sensei, and Ashka Sensei, and Momota-chan Sensei, and Marcio and Dan Senseis in Brazil, and Senmo Sensei, and Brother Gene in Japan. Let's sing Buddha Loves You, because this week we're going to introduce a new music video from some of our buddies, the Buddhist Church of Oakland. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's Reverend Harry Gyokyo Bridge, who's a great musician, and he's made this new version. So let's check it out and let's sing along. Y'all remember the words. That's okay, because it comes out on the screen. And for the hand motions, we'll just make something up, because here we go.
Fly, fly, little bird, Buddha loves you, little bird. Tweet, 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 tweet. Run, run, little pup, Buddha loves you, little pup. Wow, 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 wow. Don't cry, pussycat, Buddha loves you, pussycat. Mew, 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 mew. Swim, swim, little fish, Buddha loves you, little fish.
Wait, wasn't that a great song? I just love that song. So, Sensei, we can see you behind there trying to, cover your mouth, but we see you singing anyway. Wow, that's because it's my favorite song. Okay, so here we go. Let's all say the golden chain of love together. What do you say? Here we go. I am a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Namo Amida Buddha, Namo Amida Buddha, Namo. This week's Children Dharma Story Time is brought to you by Auntie Jean H. Strictly No Elephants, written by Lisa Manchev, illustrated by Taiyun Yu. This book is dedicated for my grandmother, Harriet, the first artist I knew. That's from L.M. To Boreal, with love. That's from T.Y. The trouble with having a tiny elephant for a pet is that you never quite fit in. No one else has an elephant, Every day I take my elephant for a walk. His is a very thoughtful sort of walk. He doesn't like the cracks in the sidewalk much. I always go back and help him over. That's what friends do, lift each other over the cracks. Today, I'm walking my tiny elephant to number 17. It's Pet Club Day, and everyone will be there. Come along, there's a good boy. I coax him the last few feet. It'll be fine. When I look up, there's a sign on the door. Strictly no elephants. My tiny elephant leads me back to the sidewalk, never minding the cracks. That's what friends do, brave the scary things for you. Did you try to go to the pet club meeting too? The girl asks. Yes, I say, but they don't allow elephants. The sign didn't mention skunks, the girl says, but they don't want us to play with them either. They don't know any better, I tell her. He doesn't stink, the girl adds. No, he doesn't, I agree. What if we start our own club? Come along, I say, making certain that my tiny elephant follows me, because that's what friends do, never leave anyone behind. We can play here, one of our new friends says. All of us. So we paint our own sign. All are welcome. My tiny elephant will give you directions if you need them. Because that's what friends do. The end. And that was the story, Strictly No Elephants, written by Lisa Montchev and illustrated by Taiyun Yu. Wasn't that a great story? What part did you like? Really? Sensei liked that part too. How about you, Lucy? Well, mahalo for asking, Sensei. I loved how the little boy lifted the tiny elephant over the cracks in the sidewalk because the tiny elephant didn't like the cracks very much. And that's what friends are for, helping each other over the cracks. And I was so happy. The little boy and tiny elephant met the little girl and the skunk and started a new club where everyone is welcome. Now, everyone can be who they are and be friends. I think everyone wants to feel welcome, even if they're different. Well, that's right, Lucy. I never thought about it much because, everybody loves me. Barkley the dog, the rascal dog. That's because I'm a rascal. Well, to tell you the truth, though, I felt really sad for the tiny elephant and the little boy when the sign said, "Strictly no elephants." That's like saying, no rascal dogs in the temple. Or no ladybugs. Or no senseis. I love the part where there are so many different kinds of pets. I'd love to make friends with a baby penguin. Wouldn't that be cool? How about you, Lucy? Oh, I'd love to be friends with a bat. We could fly around together and have fun. Well, how about you, Barkley? Wow, You know, I think it would be really cool to be buddies with a porcupine. You know, the cute little guys and gals with a porcupine needle sticking out all over the place. Hey, we just got to be careful not to bump into them. Well, we could meet at the temple and have a club where everyone is welcome just as they are. Well, gee, Sensei, the temple is already kind of like that, don't you think? I mean, hey, we have a rascal Sensei, a rascal dog, Aunt Lucy the ladybug, and Green Snoopy, and Kermit the Gosh old frog over there. And don't forget our Dharma buddies. Everyone is welcome just as they are. Well, that's right, Barkley and Lucy. Historically, the Honganji temples in Hawaii have always welcomed everyone just as they are to the Buddhist path of wisdom and compassion. Well, that sounds like a segue to the Dharma talk for adults. Hey, Lucy, what do you say we mosey on down to Maui Specialty Chocolates and pre-order some of them special Christmas chocolates, okay? But you got to be sure to pre-order them because they're always going to be like running out because everybody wants to get them, including Santa Claus. Yes, or, you know, we can get the peanut butter and milk chocolate mochi, or dark chocolate with Himalayan salts. Okay, and let's fade to black. We'll see y'all. We'll fade to black here, and we'll see y'all next week. Hey, Sensei, I think you forgot something. Really? What's that? You know, be good, but not too much. Okay, guys, see you next week. Bye.
So if you're out in the audience, okay. So now you can actually hear what I'm saying. Where was I? Yes, Buddhists celebrate Christmas because we're Americans. Right? So if you take the American holiday, right, Christmas, I think, or at least a lot of the stuff, the outer trappings of Christmas we do. So to answer the question, of course, you have to answer the question, what is Christmas? For our Christian brothers and sisters, this is the birth of the Savior. This is the birth of Jesus Christ. This is a major, big deal. And of course, so the religious aspects of it, going to midnight mass on Christmas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's all very important religious traditions, with tremendous meaning and significance. But the farther away you get away from that, it becomes a cultural holiday. Which, of course, for me being an ex-advertising man, I can tell you, what we as Americans know of as Santa Claus was created by J. Walter Thompson, advertising agency, advertising man, to help department stores sell lots of stuff. And then Coca-Cola took it over, and that imagery went around the world. You know, it's Santa and the Coke. It's this whole series of imagery. The guy in the red suit, he's big, got a white beard. All of the imagery was actually created by an advertising agency. Absolutely brilliant, actually. But what does the holiday mean now? Oh, it's Christmas. Well, that means I get a day off. That's goody. After Christmas sale, woohoo! You know, there's another big sale to go to. Christmas Day off. You get to get the family, open the presents. You know, it's great. It's the most American of holidays. So there was, when growing up in the 70s, there was this kind of, oh, we're Buddhists, we shouldn't be celebrating Christian holidays. And the minister at the time made the point that, well, we're not celebrating it as a religious observance, but we should be respectful of other people's religious beliefs, and for them, this is the big one. This is a very, very important and significant occasion. But as Americans, of course, the trappings of it, the Christmas tree. Raise your hand if you have a Christmas tree at home. Okay. You can tell it's the ones with the grandchildren. Okay. Do we have a Christmas tree? No, actually we don't. Yes, we do. We actually, I have to take a picture of it and show this next time. We have one that's made out of ceramics. And it's probably pre-1950s technology, just looking at the way it's built. And it's this thing. And it was found in the dumpster at the apartment where we lived in Los Angeles. No? Okay, well, it's hard to make stuff up when you have someone who was there. He's thinking, no, that's not the one that was in the dumpster. So anyway, we acquired it, and it stayed with us. It went from Tokyo to Beijing and Shanghai and Honolulu, and now here in Makawa. So again, making the point, you know, what is Christmas? And from a cultural perspective, you know, let's set aside the religious meaning of Christmas. What does it mean? What does it mean, Christmas? Goodwill toward all men, which is gender specific, so it should be goodwill toward all people. Okay, we could do that. Gee, wouldn't it be nice if every day was Christmas and we're saying Merry Christmas or whatever's appropriate now, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, you know, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Enlightenment Day, Happy Bodhi Day. For whatever reason, every major religion has significant religious observance in December. Think of all your friends who are of different faiths. They all have something big going on in December. And so it all kind of falls together, right? Giving gifts. So if you're a Jewish person, you would give gifts. Maybe it's not a Christmas gift, but you're probably giving something. As Buddhists, of course you give gifts. You know, as a parent, as a grandparent, as an uncle, this is the fun part. Melody, our granddaughters, I asked her, what would you like for Christmas? She sent over a list of 8 very specific things, in a very specific order, starting from easy to hard. I'd like some Post-its. You got it. Granddaughter, of course. This. And it gets down to the last one, which was like a video game cartridge thing you stick in a Nintendo Switch or something. Clever girl. Start out with the easy stuff and then hit Grandpa. After he said yes 7 times, hit him up with the big ticket. But the funniest thing was, what was it? Mimi found a little baby shark toy. You know that song, Baby Shark, doo, 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 doo. And it was a blue one. It was perfect for our grandson, who's like, what, a year and a half old or something. And he was, wow. And of course, our granddaughter wants one too. So Mimi went to Long's and found a pink one, which she wanted. So she will have everything she wished for Christmas, which I think is kind of fun. And that's kind of, you know, and that's just to explain, this morning when I was speaking to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Cambria, I was struck by the parallels between their doctrine, the 7 principles, and what we believe in as Buddhists. Wow, okay, so there's actually not that much difference. Some cultural stuff, the way they sing more than we do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And on the normal Sunday, we'd be doing chanting from 8:30, which is the traditional way to do things. But again, why? We have to adapt. We have to adapt. So if we put Christmas lights on the temple grounds, no, those are the light of wisdom. It's for Bodhi Day. It's for Enlightenment Day. It's for Buddha Day. We can probably get away with that. How about if we had Santa Buddha shows up usually? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. This is the service before Christmas Day, isn't it? Oops. I have a red suit, no white beard, the whole bit. Okay, we're going to do Boxing Day, the 26th of December. In Australia and New Zealand, it's celebrated as Boxing Day. Kind of well, after Christmas morning, the next morning, you're like, yeah, man, I want that truck. Are you like boxing? Hey, Carrie, of course not. It's not that kind of box. It's the box your presents come in. Kind of wet. So you guys celebrate empty boxes? And he goes, no, it's just kind of like Christmas, but after. And you get a case of beer, and you just, Australian guys. But the way Christmas is celebrated in different places. So again, just to wrap this up, to say, right, what does Christmas mean to a Buddhist? Right, the spirit of giving. Right? This is Dharma, the first of the 6 paramita perfections in Buddhist practice. So, egoless giving. And isn't that what we do at Christmas? This sense of gratitude. That, hey, this guy in a red suit shows up and gives you what you want. Merry Christmas. It's not until later you realize it's your parents doing that, or your grandparents, or somebody. And again, what's on the surface is not necessarily what's underneath. So as Buddhists, if we look at Christmas as an opportunity to practice giving, to practice gratitude, then it makes all the sense in the world. Yes, of course, Buddhists celebrate Christmas. And so with that as a closing thought, I'll end my talk there. Now, and I totally forgot what's next in the service order. There's the Santa Buddha picture, which I use every year. So yeah, it's kind of funny. He's sitting under the Bodhi tree, by the way. And interestingly enough, just to do some Buddhist trivia, kind of hard to see. If you can see the hands, they look like this. This is the gesture for Amida Buddha. I'm sorry, it's actually like this. It's the other one. Which is this. So if it's a seated Buddha, you know that this is Amida, or this gesture. The other one, hands this way, or one of the hands touching the ground, is Shakyamuni Buddha, the historical Buddha. So different statues mean different things. But I like to pop this one out just because this is the introduction. Carrie, there's a Buddha with the Santa hat on. And it's this contrast which makes the message. So anyway, let's celebrate Christmas and say thank you a lot. Okay, we'll just close by singing One Dok San, and that's usually followed by the Nambutsu. And nothing's happening. Okay. close the service. So we'll sing the Nembutsu next. Okay. Slides are not cooperating today, that's for sure. Huh. It's there. Okay, let's just go a cappella then. So let's close the service with a meditation. Can you see me if I sit down?
Yes.
No. So let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and get comfortable. If you're able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Now sit up straight. Align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes halfway so that you're looking both outwardly and inwardly. And just breathe. Breathe in. And breathe out. In and out. As you breathe in, think of something for which you're grateful. As you breathe out, just say mahalo. Just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation. A quick announcement before we begin the video announcements, or maybe this is the video announcements. Oh no. Okay, so again, we actually have to make a slide for this one, but if you'd like to purchase some very high quality incense, we are representing Joshindo, a very famous Tokyo incense company. It just happens to be Mrs. Tomioka's parents' company. And here's the announcements, and there we go. Maybe. Hello. Okay, the slides fell apart completely. We have a morning service at 6:30 for sunrise, followed by chanting of Untitled chanting in the Kokusudo, which is open every day, 8:30 to 5. And I would like to thank our sponsors. And usually there's music playing for this. But we'll just run this to the end and then we'll end the show. Thank you. So anyway, we're basically going to go off the air soon. So again, I apologize for this service being completely like crazy. And then next week we'll have service on the 26th, the day after Christmas, if anyone still has any energy left.